Hello guys, welcome to Shinas Healing Center. My name is Dr. Kavitha warrier and today I am here to talk to you about some controversial doubts that has been asked by many people through personal messages and through direct consultation. Many people are having doubts regarding cupping therapy. Now I'm going to say some doubts which they have. Some people ask questions like whether cupping therapy and hijama is the same treatment, whether it can be done only by Muslim society, or whether only a Muslim physician can do cupping therapy, or is it only related to just Arabian countries, or can an Ayurvedic doctor do cupping therapy? Because it doesn't say anywhere, and lots of doubts have been asked by lots of people when they come direct consultation or they ask personal messages. So I'm doing this video so that all your doubts can be cleared through one video. Okay, now without any delay, let's go to the video. Ekam shastram madhiyano na vidyat shastram nischayam tasmat bahu sustrada shastra vidaniyat chikitsaka. The meaning of this shloka is that if a person can study many science, or a person who does not study many science cannot be able to take a correct decision, meaning cannot treat a patient. So it is always good for a physician or for a doctor or for a therapist to know lots of treatments and lots of science. So regarding the knowledge and regarding what a physician should do, Ayurvedic science has always been giving importance to what to do and what all to learn, etc. So this is said by our Susruta Acharya. He is the father of surgery in Ayurveda. So my point here is cupping therapy, right? It's a very controversial subject. Now, cupping therapy, just in the previous video I have said that it has another name called Hijama. And Hijama, as I said, it's an Arabic word which is most popularly famous in Arabian countries. Now, just because it is famous in Arabian countries, that does not mean that it's only done by Muslim society or it is only done by Muslim physician. No way. Any Ayurvedic doctor or any doctor or a physician, anyone can do hijama or cupping therapy. Especially a person should know about the treatment, about the do's and don'ts, and how to do the procedure. That particular person should know what to do and about everything about that particular treatment, that should know. So it's not just about like it's only done by those people. No, it's definitely not. The fact is that their preacher or their scholar or their God or Allah, which our own Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that the moment you do hijama or the moment you learn about the treatment and the moment you do it, you'll be free from all the negatives, and they follow it really strictly. And so 90% of the Muslim people do hijama, but that does not mean that other people cannot do it. Definitely not. Anyone can do it. Anyone can learn about this cupping therapy, and they can, especially doctors, can do the cupping therapy. Right? Now, another question people are asking is, when did this start? I mean, what time or which year did this start, or who invented hijama or cupping therapy? Now, for this, we should go a little bit years back, not just 500 years, not just 1,000 years. We should go a bit 5,000 years back, around 13 BC. Because this dates back to the ancient Egyptians, 1500 BC. Now, Egyptian people or the first people or the first place where this cupping therapy was done. Interesting, right? I know. And after that, a book was released. It's named by the name Papyrus Ebers, which means that it is the oldest medical textbook about cupping therapy. It was in another language, in Arabic language, many other languages, Egyptian languages. And then that book was translated into other languages. But the important part is that that book is the oldest medical book written about cupping therapy. Right now, after the Egyptian people, this was introduced to the Greek people. Now, you know the most famous Greek physician, Hippocrates. Yeah, right. The father of medicine, the cupping advocate, has said that cupping therapy is the only remedy for all the disease. It can cure almost half of the illness around the globe. I know, it's interesting. Now, these Greek physicians have tried to research around cupping therapy, and this idea has been got, I guess there was a time when it was called it was done through animal horn, or you can call it horn method, because with the help of animal horn, they used to treat many blood related problems, and if anyone has a snake bite, they can suck that toxic blood. So that is how these people got the idea, right? Now, after these Greek physicians discussed the whole thing, then they passed it on to the Chinese people, and the most famous alchemist and herbalist Ji Hong was the first person to practice cupping therapy in China. Now, he said a quote which was kind of really popular. He said that acupuncture and cupping therapy, both combined together, has the power to cure half of the illness, right? And so later on, by the year, I guess, around 1950s, the former Soviet Union and the China, both together, they researched, they worked a lot about this, and then since then, this cupping therapy was introduced in TCM, that is traditional Chinese medicine hospitals. Now, after it was introduced in the hospitals, many American and European doctors, and this thing was transferred or introduced to them. Now, they started researching in this and they started doing the cupping therapy. Then it was transferred to Muslim society. They started doing this wet cupping, or what we call artificial leech therapy, right? Now, the interesting part is in Italy, this cupping therapy is called ventosa. I know, it's kind of interesting. Many places, this cupping therapy has different names. Now, Arabic it is said hijama. English it can be said bloodletting or cupping therapy or artificial leech therapy. And in Sanskrit it is said alabu or rektamokshana. Yes, so different places had different names, right? Now, after this, Muslim society has been practicing this, got really popular in Arabian countries. And then slowly it started to reduce a bit because people started criticizing about this treatment and some people won't believe in this treatment. Then it was, this whole cupping therapy started collecting dust in the practitioners' shelves. It was just stood there and it got stuck, and then nobody since then was doing it. But still, the Chinese and Egyptian people, they were still continuing this treatment. Then in 2004, the most popular celebrities since then, we can see on some people's backside these fresh cupping marks could be seen. Now, the moment people started noticing this, they started researching it, and then that's when actually cupping therapy started being really famous, and it really got the attention which it was supposed to get. So my point is that you cannot actually say that cupping therapy has started from this particular day. The date of its origin, it is still uncertain or unpredictable until this day. I know. Now, so many people have this question like, can Ayurvedic doctors do cupping therapy? Now, for that, I just want to say that yes, Ayurvedic doctors can do cupping therapy. Now, where it is referred, is there any evidence? Definitely there is an evidence. It is said in Sutrasthana 13th chapter, it comes under the title Rektamokshana or bloodletting. Now, it is said that Vata, Pitta and Kapha, which I have done a video regarding that. Now, if a person has Vata related problems, you can do the bloodletting with the help of animal horn. Yeah, and it is called Shringa in Sanskrit. Now, if a person is suffering from Pitta related problems, they can do with the help of leech therapy, which is kind of really famous among Ayurvedic doctors. Now, the third one, the Kapha, related problems, they can do with the help of alabu. Now, alabu, if you have heard a pitcher gourd, it's kind of a vegetable. Now, the lower part is cut, and if you keep it in sunlight, and after it is dried out, it becomes really hard. It's the shape of a cup. Now, I'll put pictures in the video which you can pause it and see. So, if that is done, then definitely you will have relief from all the problems. Now, this is said in Ayurvedic science. So, there is your answer. Ayurvedic physicians can do cupping therapy. As I said, any physician or any doctor or any therapist, they should know exactly what they're doing. They should know the positives and negatives and the do's and don'ts, which I've already explained in detail about all the treatments. So this is actually a short history about cupping therapy, and all of your questions have been answered by now. Now, one more thing I just want to add is that there is no particular thing like a religion for any treatment. The treatments are, it's a blessing from God, especially from our Prophet Muhammad and many other gods, which are, there are many names, right? So it's a blessing that we have got these treatments. So it is not attached to one specific religion. Any religion, any treatments can be done. There is no such thing like that. The thing is, since their Prophet Muhammad has said this, so they are following it strictly. That is all. Just like they are having this circumcision karma, which they are doing as a spiritual karma, holy karma. Now, every religion has their own specific, way of doing things, way of thinking. So anyway, I really appreciate you guys asking me these doubts, and when you come directly, I'm really happy that you guys are seeing this video. So if further you have any doubts, please ask me, don't hesitate. And if you have any topics that you would like to tell me to explain, definitely you're welcome. You can say your opinions under the comments. Okay? Now take care. It's the time of the COVID. Take care, sanitize yourself, and thank you.